I think when he got $1 million, I don't know if he saw that and it hurt his feelings. He took it as offensive. That's come insecurity. Most people took that as like a thank you. But I could assure you right now in this moment, if you ask him if $1 million is a lot of money for the lifestyle he's leading, I don't think he would say it is, especially if he's, I'm not looking at another man's pockets, but I don't think anyone that has, $1 million of bills a year would ever think $1 million is a lot of money. And if he doesn't have $1 million worth of bills, then what is he working so hard for?
Let me tell y'all something. When Dame Dash sits down for an interview, you already know it's about to get real. But this time, nah, this was way different. We talking about money, legacy, ownership, and a surprise walkout you gotta see to believe. Now in this new clip from The Art of Dialogue, Dame Dash is breaking down why $1 million ain't real money, especially when you're living that luxury entrepreneur lifestyle. And just when you think it's all business talk, he brings 50 Cent into the mix. But listen, it ain't just about some petty back and forth. This is a whole conversation on wealth building, music industry traps, and what it really means to control your brand in a digital era. Dame Dash starts breaking down taxes, expenses, cars, clothes, the whole nine. He ain't just talking flashy rap money. He's talking about how most artists blow through their first million before they even get a chance to understand financial literacy. And when he drops that quote, "$1 million's not real money," you can feel the tension shift. But here's the kicker. This wasn't even directed at 50 Cent originally. That's what makes this whole thing crazy. Dame Dash was speaking generally about artist development and the mistakes young talent make when signing these record deals. But somewhere down the line, 50 Cent took it personal. And Dame Dash, he ain't ducking the smoke. He responds, but not in the way you'd expect. He actually gives 50 Cent some credit, but you could tell there's some layers to this. We're talking about strategic jabs, business mindset differences, and a subtle call out of how 50 Cent plays the industry game. And then boom, right when the conversation starts shifting towards ownership versus system money, Dame Dash cuts the interview, just gets up and then dips. Dame Dash refused to finish the rest of the interview until the interviewer himself listened to his new album. I'm telling y'all gotta see this to believe this. I'm about to play this clip for y'all, but before I do, I just need you to like, leave your thoughts down below in the comment section, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
Speaking of 50, I seen an interview where he was telling a story about how he signed a deal for $1 million, and you made a comment about it saying that $1 million is not no real money.
No. I wasn't speaking to him at all. I did an interview on MTV, and I was trying to warn artists that if you get $1 million, don't think it's going to just, that it's real money. It's not. I was telling them that the taxes takes half, a car, clothes, blah, blah, blah. I broke it down. So, I wanted people to learn from, my experiences. So I think when he got $1 million, I don't know if he saw that and it hurt his feelings. He took it as offensive. That's come insecurity. Most people took that as like a thank you. But I could assure you right now in this moment, if you ask him if $1 million is a lot of money for the lifestyle he's leading, I don't think he would say it is, especially if he's, I'm not looking at another man's pockets, but I don't think anyone that has, $1 million of bills a year would ever think $1 million is a lot of money. And if he doesn't have $1 million worth of bills, then what is he working so hard for?
So you and 50 cool right now, because I know y'all got an up and down relationship. And he did show you love a few weeks ago on his social media, so.
Hey, yo, there ain't no up and down relationship. He said something, and I said something back. But, a lot of that is like, I think, strategic algorithm. But I'm not going to knock, I don't have a problem with him. I actually appreciated that he said my companies, and he actually was like, yo, go over there. Like, none of my friends or people that I've helped have ever done that. So I don't think, and I hear things, I don't think anyone owes me any money or any help. I just think they should match the energy that I gave them. So it doesn't cost $1 to post something on your Instagram or your Twitter. Just do that. You understand what I'm saying? But 50 actually did it. Regardless of what context he said it in, I'm a guy that likes to play. I joke, pause. So if he wants to snap, to me, that's easy work for me. But also, to me like he's a different kind of businessman than I am. Like and it ain't no disrespect to him, but like, you know, he works with the system a lot. I don't. I use my own money. I don't know what he do, but I don't use their money. I like to own my content. You know, he has a fast channel. I distribute fast channels. You know, I have a whole network with like, you know, ad tech and shit like that. It's a different language, but I also have an album out, you know, and I was challenging, like, let's do the music. Let's do the clothes. Let's do the movies. I'm a creative these days, but I'm also a businessman. But the thing that's been bothering me the most is the reason why anybody cares who I am and about my bills should because of my music acumen, right? Because of what I've done in music, right? So when I put out an album, I don't understand, and it's a rock and roll album with a Rockefeller with live instruments. I don't hear anybody talking really about that other than me. Like, I thought it was about the creativity. So even if it's to like, you know, I had this conversation with Londell. He owns The Source. He's a black man the other day. And I'm like, yo, it's The Source magazine. Like, y'all posting shit about my bills, but you're not posting, pause. You're not posting about the music. And that's really where I want to hear the judgment. And I feel like, when did it become more about my bills, gossip, than the creativity? I literally, I was talking to Daytwan because he took the pictures. He was there at the time. He worked for Vibe, and Vibe is owned by the same people that own Billboard. I forgot their names. Like, he connected me to them. They didn't even write about it. That's where I'm like, what the fuck is this? We're just all gossip now. Everyone's wearing a skirt. No one cares about the creativity anymore. Like, I don't understand. So, as I was saying, like, I did an album with Freeway, with Cash, who's like the best guitar player on the planet. And maybe because people don't understand doing something different, but at 54, I feel like I should be doing something different. I just don't hear nobody talking about it. I'm singing in a fucking album and no one's saying a word. That seems intentional to me. But it should be about the music. You know, I'm surprised. Like, even you, like, you're not like, yo, you got a new album out, blah, blah, blah. Have you listened to it?
Nah, I haven't heard it yet. I'm gonna get to it though.
Oh, let's take a break. I need, no. I need you to download it. So let's take a break. And, you know, we on the ranch, chill out, listen to the album, and I'd like to hear your take on it. I'll be back. I'll smoke a joint. Just download it. It's called 365. But you can't have so listen to it. But I would listen to it so you could ask me questions about it, not after. But I'm going to go smoke a joint and take this fucking thing off my thing.
Let me keep it all the way 100 with y'all. This whole Dame Dash versus 50 Cent talk about the $1 million deal is deeper than just a headline. Because at the core of this convo, it ain't even about money. It's about mindset. It's about how two powerful black men approach business and legacy very differently. Now, Dame Dash went viral again, this time saying that $1 million ain't real money. And I get what he's trying to say. He's talking about taxes, expenses, inflation. You're not really holding a full M once Uncle Sam finishes with you. That's cool, I get that. But here's why I side with 50 Cent. Because at the time that man signed for $1 million, that was real money. We're talking about life-changing money, especially coming from the streets of Southside Jamaica, Queens, New York. Not everybody's born into a trust fund or has business mentors from day one. For a lot of these artists, especially back then, that first check was survival and opportunity wrapped into one. And 50 Cent ain't just some reckless rapper who blew the bag. He flipped that million to multiple revenue streams. We're talking about TV, film, liquor brands, streaming rights, books, you name it. So when Dame Dash says $1 million ain't real money, respectfully, it depends on who you give it to. See, some dudes turn that into a vacation, while others turn it into a media empire. And let's not act like 50 Cent didn't earn that moment. He got shot 9 times. He got blackballed. Then he dropped Get Rich or Die Trying and redefined hustle in the music industry. He's not just a rapper. He's a strategist. That man thinks 10 moves ahead. And that's why I don't blame him for feeling some type of way when Dame Dash made that comment, even if it wasn't aimed directly at him. But at the same time, I ain't here to clown Dame Dash either. He's a visionary in his own right. He's been screaming about ownership, independence, and content control since before it was even cool. But y'all let me know, do you agree with Dame Dash, or do you feel like 50 Cent made that million work for him the smart way? And make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.